Yes, 11th class for economics. There is the next chapter, that is price elasticity of supply. So, this is the topic after theory of supply. Price elasticity of supply, basically, that is degree of response of supply of a commodity with reference to change in price of such commodity. So here only one factor is giving importance, that is price. So how much changes occurred in supply due to the how much change occurred in price. So that is the price elasticity of supply. Now there are the methods, that is a percentage method and proportionate method. So regarding percentage method, price elasticity of supply that is known as elasticity of supply, that is also known as coefficient of elasticity of supply also. Now the formula is percentage change in quantity supplied upon percentage change in price. So the same formula you have done in theory of demand also. So percentage change in quantity supplied equal to change in quantity supplied upon upon initial quantity into 100. Now change in quantity, that is new quantity minus initial quantity means old quantity. Percentage change in price in the same way, change in price upon old price into 100, and change in price is known as new price minus old price. Now next is the proportionate method. Under proportionate method there is a formula, change in Q by Q into 100, change in P by P into 100. And if you will simplify this, then you will get change in Q by change in P into P by Q. Same formula you are following in the elasticity of demand. Here elasticity of supply is not having any negative sign because demand and price and supply, they are having the direct relationship. Now you have to clarify that what is change in Q, what is Q. Q is the old quantity, change in Q, change in quantity supplied, P is the initial price, and change in P is the change in price. Now these are the formula which you will use for for solving the numerical. Now there are the kinds of elasticity of supply that we have to discuss. Now this is the first one, that is a perfectly elastic supply. So under perfectly elastic supply, the diagram is like this. Here you are showing quantity supplied and here is the price. Now perfectly elastic supply, here elasticity of supply is equal to infinity. Means if any change occurred in the price, then supply can be infinite. So this is the point where the supply curve is starting. This shows that if any change occurred in the price, then supply can go to any extent. So this shows that at the same price you are showing that quantity, different quantity, but here it indicates that if any change occurred in the price, then supply can go to any extent and go to infinity. So here the elasticity of supply is equal to infinity and supply curve is parallel to OX axis. The question can be asked, if supply curve is parallel to OX axis, what can be the elasticity of supply? You will say that is the infinity. Fine. And the table can be make like this, the price is same and then the supply is changing and anything and go to any extent. There's no need to make this table, you can just make this with this diagram, because you cannot show infinity as a supply. So this is not this is an imaginary situation, you can say. Now perfectly inelastic supply. So perfectly inelastic supply, the diagram is like this. Here you are showing quantity supplied, here price. Supply is parallel to, supply curve is parallel to y-axis. Means if any change in price, that is not affecting the supply. So here supply is giving the zero response, so that is why elasticity of supply is equal to 0. So any change in price does not make any change in the supply. That means that elasticity of supply is equal to 0 here. This is the explanation of diagram and table. In table you can say if price increases from P to P1 or decreases from P to P2, there is a no change in the quantity supply. Quantity supply is stagnant or constant, that means elasticity of supply here is equal to 0. Now highly elastic supply. So if you are talking about the highly elastic supply, there the supply curve is starting from the intercept of y-axis. This is the highly elastic supply curve, where if any change in price, that will give more change in the supply. So supply is more responsive, that is why elasticity of supply is greater than 1. So that will be starting from the y-axis, from this point, that you have to learn. Now there is a less elastic supply. In this case, the supply curve starting from the intercept of x-axis. That shows that if any change occurred in the price, the supply will be less responsive towards the change. So that is why starting from the x-axis, and more change you can see in the P, means price, and then least change you can see in the quantity supplied. This is giving a less response to the price. Supply is giving less response to supply price. So here supply is giving very less response to the price. So that is why elasticity of supply is less than 1. And here when elasticity of supply was more than 1, it is also known as highly elastic or elastic supply, you can call. And when it is giving, when elastic supply is less than 1, then it is less elastic supply, or you can say it is a inelastic supply, and elasticity of supply is less than 1. So here the table also can make if there is a more change in price, then supply is less responsive. You can calculate the percentage change over there. So here if you will calculate the percentage change, then you will find 15 minus 10 5 and 5 by 10 into 100, that is percentage change in price, and there you will get it is a 50% change in price. And in case of supply, 20 units change and 20 by 100 into 100 and 20%. So 50% change in price and 20% change in supply. Here I calculated this 5 by 10 into 100. This is the change in price, old price into 100. This is the change in quantity upon quantity into 100. So that is 20% and 50%. Price is 50% change and supply is giving the 20% response. So less responsive because the change in percentage change in supply is less than percentage change in price. And here, if you are talking about highly elastic, then 10, 15, then 5 by 10 into 100, there you will get 50% change in price, and then here 100 by 100 and 100% change in supply. So there you will get the 5 by 10 into 100. This is the change in price because 5 is the change by old price into 100, so 50% change in the price. And in the case of supply, the change is 100 by 100 old supply into 100, so 100% change in the supply. So 100% change in the supply means percentage change in supply is more responsive than percentage change in price. That is why it is highly elastic supply. So here is the less elastic supply, you can say elastic supply. Now next is the unitary elastic supply. Here unitary elastic supply, here elasticity of supply is equal to 1 because unitary stands for 1. So what type of changes occurred there? Percentage change in price is equal to percentage change in supply. So here you calculate the percentage change in price, that is 5 by 10 into 100 because 5 is the change in price, and there you will get 50% change in the price, and here also 50% change in the quantity. So 50% change in the price here, 50% change in the supply there. How you will calculate this? That 10 minus 5, that is 5 by 10 into 100. So 50% is there, and there 100 150. 50 by 100 into 100, that is change in quantity upon quantity into 100. So I calculated the percentage change in quantity supply. So here the percentage change in quantity supply is 50% and percentage change in price is also 50%. So there will be unitary elastic, and there the elasticity of the supply curve is starting from the origin O. So you have to learn that highly elastic you have to starting from the intercept of y-axis. For less elastic you have to starting from the intercept of x-axis, and for unitary elastic you have to starting the supply curve from the origin. Now these are all the elasticity of supply, degrees of elasticity of supply. Now the question comes like that: if a supply curve starting from the origin and making 45-degree angle, what can be the degree of elasticity of supply? In this case, degree of elasticity of supply will remain is equal to 1. So the supply curve is starting from the origin and making any angle, that the elasticity of degree of elasticity of supply will remain as is equal to 1. Now like you can see in the diagram, there is a 3 curve supply curve A, B, C, and making different angle, and all these supply curve is having unitary elastic supply. Why? Because they are starting from the origin. So this question can come in any way to you. Now the next thing is flatter the supply curve means more elasticity of supply here. So there are the two supply curve intersecting each other. Here you can see SS and S1, S1. So when the price decreasing from P to P1, then what happens that to the supply curve? Here from S, the quantity is decreasing from Q to Q1, and for S1 it is Q to Q1, and for S the quantity decreases from Q to Q2. So here you can say that SS is the more flatter and it is giving more response to price. So that is why SS supply curve is having more degree of elasticity of supply than S1. So again I am just repeating this point. Here the question is flatter the curve, more is elastic at the point of intersection. Flatter the curve, more is elastic at the point of intersection. So when the curve which is flatter and the point of intersection, if you are comparing with the point of intersection, then the flatter the curve will more, you will find flatter the curve is the more elasticity. So here price is decreasing from P to P1, and there are two supply curve over there. Now if the price is decreasing, then what about the S1? Here is the quantity. Now due to decrease in price, the quantity will shift from, at P1 price, quantity will shift from Q to Q1, and then the price is decreasing from P to P1. And for what about the SS? That is a quantity over there. There was a quantity. So there is a quantity Q. Q quantity is constant, is same for S1S, and you are comparing this Q quantity from with decrease in price. Then for S1 Q is shifting to Q1. Here you can see, and for SS supply curve, Q is shifting to decreasing from Q to Q2. So more decrease in quantity supplied for SS supply curve. So SS is a flatter and more degree of elasticity of supply over there, because here supply is more responsive. You have to explain this in the same way. Now the next thing is there is a coefficient of elasticity of supply. So degrees of elasticity of supply is known as the coefficient of elasticity of supply in the same way. There is elasticity of supply is equal to infinity, 0, more than 1, less than 1 is equal to 1. All the degrees we have discussed. So when the elasticity of supply is equal to infinity, it is known as perfectly elastic. When elasticity of supply is equal to 0, it is known as perfectly inelastic. When more than 1, highly elastic or elastic you can say, or more than 1. When less than 1, elasticity of supply is less than 1, then it is less elastic, less responsive, or you can say inelastic. There you can say inelastic, and this you can say elastic. Now unitary elastic, that is equal to 1, because percentage change in supply is equal to percentage change in price. So this is the diagram. They can make all the degree of elasticity under the one diagram. This line, SS line, shows the elasticity of supply is equal to infinity. This S1 shows elasticity of supply is equal to 0. Now the starting from the origin, it is equal to 1. Elasticity of supply is equal to 1. And when in starting from the y-axis, it is more than 1, and below this it is less than 1. So all the degrees is made under the same diagram. Definitely the question can come, because you can find your diagram in the same way in your book. Now time period of supply. Time period means time period for supplying the product. So market period and very short period. First of all, the period is there. Market period refers to the period. It's a very short period in which supply cannot be changed in respect to change in demand. When the demand changes, it's very difficult to go for the supply. Supply needs a very much time to adjust with the demand in this situation, and that is a market period. Supply is very limited in this case. We are talking about the perishable goods, and when the producer is not in a situation to supply, it's a very short period. That is why it is known as supply curve. Here is the like this, perfectly inelastic. With the change in price, you cannot change the supply due to any reason. If you're talking about the goods, then that can be the perishable goods. If you're talking about the situation, then producer is not in a situation to supply with the change in demand. So when the supply cannot be changed in response to change in demand, it's a very short period for the producer. Now next is the short period. Earlier was a very short period, now it is a short period. Here the supply can be increased, but only with the change in the variable factor. So it's a very to very limited extent supply can be changed to change in demand. So here is the elasticity of supply is less than 1. That is why supply curve is starting from the intercept of x-axis. So here elasticity of supply is less than 1 basically. There you use it, less elastic, that is less than 1. Now long period where elasticity of supply is more than 1 here, because long period is a time where all the factors can be changed, factor production can be changed, supply can be increased to a large extent as per the change in the demand. So it is highly elastic. Here elasticity of supply is more than 1. Here the elasticity of supply is more than 1. Right? So all these are related to time period and supply. Here we are just getting into the questions. So the question there, the 6th question I'm doing for you, and the same question, the same way as you have done the questions of elasticity of demand, and the formula is also same, but only the negative sign of elasticity is changed. Now the calculate elasticity of supply when price rises from rupees 2 per unit to rupees 3 per unit, and supply rises from 20 to 30, as both are having price and supply is having direct relationship. So definitely they both are increasing in the same way and decreasing also. Now price and quantity supply, I just made this format for this so that it will be easy for me. So there is a old and there's a new. So this name I have given. So 2, 3. So how much change in price? 1, that is plus 1. And 20, 30. How much change in quantity supply? Plus 10. So formula of proportion method, change in Q by change in P into P by Q. So here I put the value, and we have got the unitary elasticity supply, that is equal to 1. And now the next question number 11 I am doing for you. So in question number 11, so what happens that at a if I read the question number 11, at a price of 10 rupees per unit, the quantity supplied of a commodity So I'm reading question number 11 for you. at a price of rupees 10 per unit, the quantity supplied of a commodity is 100 unit and its price rises to rupees 12 per unit and the quantity supplied rises by 10%. Calculate the price elasticity of supply. So here I sort out the things what is given. First you have to understand what is given in the question. So here the question is price is equal to 10 rupees, old price is equal to 10 rupees, quantity supplied 400 unit, that is given in the question. And now if price rises to rupees 12, then what about the quantity supplied? That quantity supplied rises by 10%. So I have to make the 10% of the old quantity. So here is the old quantity, that is if I am making the 10% of 400, it is 40. So here the new quantity supply, that is 440. Now the change is quantity supply 40 and here the change in price is 2. So percentage change in price is given over there. If I am calculating the percentage change in price, that is in the same way, change in price upon old price into 100. So change in price is 2, old price is 10 into 100, that will be 20%. And here if I am calculating the elasticity of supply with percentage method, because that can be said in the question, then use the percentage method. So you have to use this particular formula. Use the proportionate method, then you have to use this formula. Change in Q by change in P into P by Q. So here percentage change in quantity supply is 10%, percentage change in price is 20. So you will get the elasticity of supply, that is 0.5. It is also known as coefficient of elasticity of supply. As you can see, it is less than 1. So it is, here the degree can be asked. So here you will say that this is the less elastic supply curve. And here you can say where the answer is 1, that is unitary elastic degree supply curve. Now question number 15 I am doing for you. The price elasticity of supply of commodity X is half of the elasticity supply of commodity Y. So whatever the elasticity supply for X, that is half of the elasticity of supply of Y, and the price of X falls by 50%, supply falls by 20 units. Calculate the price elasticity of supply of commodity if and X and Y if 100 units of X were supplied at rupees 4 per unit. So that is given, old price and old quantity is given for the X here. So there is 100 for X. I am just taking this at X. For if the elasticity of supply of X is equal to half of elasticity supply of Y. So here is the calculation for X. Old quantity 100 and old price 4, new 80, and then this is 2. How I just get it? Because here is given that 50% price of X falls by 50%. So I just making the 50% of 4, that is 2 rupees. 50% of 4 rupees, 2 rupees. So that is fall. New price is 2 and the fall, yani change in P is equal to 2. And now the quantity here is given that quantity falls by 20 units. So 20 units change in Q, and now the new quantity is 80 because 100 minus 20 is equal to 80. Now proportionate method, change in Q by change in P into P by Q. So here I will solve this question, and after putting the value 20 by 2 into 4 by 100, and after solving I get the elasticity of supply, that is 0.4 for X. So elasticity of supply of X commodity is 0.4, and if I know that there is a equation that elasticity of supply of X is equal to half of elasticity of supply of Y. So elasticity of supply of X I have calculated 0.4, and for calculating the elasticity of Y, just making the reverse of this, the 0.4 into 2 by 10, I got the elasticity of Y is equal to 0.8 over there after solving this. Now question number 18 I am doing for you, that is coefficient of elasticity of supply of commodity is 2, that is the elasticity of supply in the same way, and at rupees 4 per unit supply is 100 units, and how much quantity will be supplied if the price decreases to rupees 2 per unit. First you have to sort out what is given in the question. So here the elasticity of supply is equal to 2, quantity and price, here the quantity is 100. That is given over there, price is 2, and that is given over there. How much quantity will be supplied, the price decreases to 2, that is given that prices decreases 2 rupees 2. So 4 is the new old price and this is the new price given in the question. So after deducting 4 minus 2, I will get the change in price 2. Here the new quantity I have to calculate, that was not given in the question, so I just have to calculate. Elasticity of supply is equal to change in Q into change in P into P by Q. So there is elasticity of supply is given as 2, change in Q is not given because new quantity is not given. Change in P is 2 into P by Q 4 by 100. So here after solving this, all these will go as a numerator and that is a denominator, and change in Q will be solved as, and there I will get the change in Q, that is the 2, that is basically 100 units. After solving all this, that is 100 units. So 100 units is the new quantity. 0 change in the quantity, that shows that here the elasticity of supply will be, because the supply is not giving any response to price, so that there the elasticity of supply is equal to 0 over there. Fine, and new quantity is 100 units over there. Now here question number 22. The supply curve of a commodity A is a straight line parallel y-axis. So if you are making the diagram of this supply curve here, I'm making the diagram of supply curve. Here you will get the supply elasticity of supply is equal to 0 because supply curve is parallel to y-axis. Supply is giving no response to price. That is why elasticity of supply is equal to 0 here. Now the supply curve of a commodity, we are talking about the question 22nd. If its supply is 20 unit and the price of rupees 10 rupees per unit, then what will be the supply when price rises by 2 rupees per unit? First you have to sort out that what is given. Here elasticity of supply is given as 0. If you are talking about quantity price, old quantity is 20 and then again that you have to calculate, new quantity you have to calculate. Price 10 and 12, so here's change in price is 2. So change in price is 2, change in quantity is, here you have to calculate, and price in quantity, that is 10 by 20, and here you will get the elasticity of supply, that is 0. Now here you will get the 2 to the 4 and that you will make the reverse of this, 4 into 0. Here the change in quantity is 0 over there after solving all this. So if change in quantity is 0, definitely the old quantity will consider as the new quantity. So here it is clear that old quantity is equal to new quantity. Now the question number 24 I am doing, that is the price elasticity of supply of a commodity is 0.5. The percentage change in quantity supplied is 4%, and what is the percentage change in price? So here this is a question is very simple. Elasticity of supply is equal to 0.5. Percentage change in quantity supplied from percentage change in price. Here you will, after putting the things in the formula, this is the elasticity supply that is given. So here the 8% percentage change in price indicates. So this is the questions. You have to do all the questions of elasticity supply in the same way.